So I just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for that. And I'm working on something really, really exciting and new that I just can't wait to tell you about. All right, just got a fresh new haircut. Heading to the gym now. I'm probably gonna grab iced coffee. I have a protein bar with me. That's gonna be my kind of pre-workout. Hit that, hit the gym, and then get back to work. Trying a little new diet, which is basically having my carbs at lunch and then going lighter carbs or no carbs at all for dinner. And I've been at it for about a week, less than a week now. And I can say it feels interesting because I can definitely hit my calorie deficit goals much faster, but it's definitely been more tiring and just more stressful to deal with the hunger and decent deficit. Now, last month I launched an app called BrandKiit. If you didn't see it, there's a little vlog I put out that explains how it works and what it does. Basically, you give it an idea and it gives you a brand, which means a logo, colors, typography, and so on, in a matter of seconds. Now, problem with it didn't really grow that much. I got about 1,000 people checking it out within the first week or so, and people signed up, used it. I had about 600 something brands generated through the platform, which is all great. It shows that there is a demand for this product. Problem being, as many people put it, it's a vitamin product, which means that it doesn't actually solve a real pain point that users have. Enough to want to pay for it, except for one user. I had one user pay for it, and I tried to reach out to them and ask them, what was it about BrandKiit that you liked, that you paid for it? Unfortunately, I didn't get a hit back. I didn't get a reply, and I ended up just emailing all the users in general, whether they paid for the product or not, and asked them, what they liked about it, what they disliked about it, and I definitely recommend for you to do that. If you don't have an email going out to your users to check in with them and understand their needs, how they like the product, how they didn't like the product, and truly be candid with you and honest, then you're missing out on getting lots of valuable feedback. And you've probably seen it like time and time and again. Everyone's like saying, listen to your customers, follow their feature requests and so on. And so there's the reason for that. So you want to listen to your customers, build for them. And as you improve the product, obviously your product's going to grow more. Now, all that is nice and fun, but I'm really excited about this new product I'm building. It's been about 3 weeks now that I've been at it, and it's a problem that I've had, and I'm pretty sure many other content creators or course creators have had too. But for that, let's grab a quick pre-workout snack, and then I'll catch you in the gym. All right, almost done my back workout. Oh man, it's pretty tiring. I've been going at it for about 50 minutes, and because I'm on a low carb diet, my body's really pushing, but almost done with it. Gonna have a quick lunch and then head back to the office. It's a new sauna hat I bought. It was a little bit busy and crazy in the gym, so I decided to continue the rest of this vlog in the sauna here. Just grab a nice sauna before heading out. So one of the main problems that content creators and course creators face is turning their long form content into shorts. And what I mean by that is that all the nice reels on Instagram that you see and the YouTube shorts, they take time to edit because you have long form content, podcasts, things like that, and you need to learn how to turn those into short videos that are captivating. So insert CueClip. It's my new app which allows you to do that in a matter of minutes, and it's all automated. It adds captions to the videos. It even makes the orientation, portrait, landscape, depending on what you like. So over the last 3 weeks, I've been working on an MVP and just getting it ready to now launch it. Let me show you how it works. All right, I'm back in the office, and that was a good gym/sauna session. So first of all, I want to say I hit 1K subscribers on YouTube, and it felt amazing when it happened. You know, I started YouTube about 5 years ago when I started making courses online, and I never imagined actually hitting 1,000 subscribers because it was never something I was thinking that I'll end up doing. It ended up just being something for me to do to help, people online who are learning Figma to get through the struggles that I went through when I was learning Figma. So to celebrate, I popped a little champagne. No, I'm joking. That actually also goes back to about 5 years ago when we broke 10K MRR with my company ShiftRide. But to celebrate, I actually set up this new little studio look for future videos. So hopefully it looks good. I still have a lot of stuff to fill in the bookshelf there, but I think it's a good start. Now, back to CueClip. After making 3 products in the last few months or so, I learned that there are certain things that people would pay for, and there are certain products that people would never pay for. Through making my last product, BrandKiit, I realized really the difference between a vitamin product versus a painkiller. Now, when you have a certain painkiller problem, like you need a certain thing done in a certain time frame, that's what a painkiller problem solves. But if it's something that's a nice to have, but you don't really need it, that's sort of a vitamin product. And this is something that's been talked about online and built in public, all over the place. And entrepreneurs are always trying to look for painkiller products. And that's difficult to do so because, think about the last time you paid for something versus using an app for free. I typically have dozens of applications that I use on a free basis that I never paid for. And there are certain apps that I can't live without that I do pay for. So really think about those experiences when you're making your next app. But there's also a caveat to this. It's not 0 or 1. There are certain problems that some group of people might pay for while others would not pay for at all. Just to give you an example, I use Notion. I don't pay for it, but I know there are dozens of creators or people who are using it who do pay for it, and including teams and organizations. So you do have to find that difference between who are you selling to and are those customers willing to pay. I started selling BrandKiit to builders, to people who want to create brands for their next project. Problem is, usually they don't want to spend money on branding. Branding is not necessarily a big pain point when it comes down to their product. They just want to get an MVP out the door. And so I realized that a little bit too late, but again, still a lesson learned. Now, why I think CueClip is the one is because me personally, as a course creator, I've always been missing this tool to be able to turn the long lectures that I have, from my 5 to 10 hour courses to little Instagram worthy reels. So I'm hoping this one really solves the pain point for users. And I just finished filming a quick demo to put on the website in the hero section. So people who land on there can quickly check it out, see if it's for them, and hopefully try it out. Let me show you what that looks like. An app that I made to help you quickly find highlights from your long videos. And it's really simple to use. You create a new project, you drop in that workshop file that you have or whatever it is, give it some time to upload and process your video. In the meantime, you can go grab another coffee or latte or something like I'm gonna. All right, now it asks us to choose a format. So I'm gonna be posting on Instagram, so portrait is good. And you can choose the length of clips, so up to 60 seconds is fine, and we can even add captions to it. Now, if there's any additional context that you want to give on the video, let's say you really want to emphasize on that specific feature that you talk about, you can definitely give it some more context. Otherwise, hit generate clips. Now, again, this process will take a few minutes, but once it's done, it will go ahead and generate some clips that will be right on your dashboard. So we'll give it some time and come back again. All right, so after a few minutes, it's generated 4 clips here for me. And they all have captions, they're all relevant and short little nuggets of information that I can share from my workshop. So let's open one up and see what it's about. Go ahead and preview it. So this is amazing. This is when I just get started with the actual project that I do in the workshop. I can check the transcript here. I can go and check the other clips as well. As you can see, it starts each clip really nicely, right where the context is relevant to the video. And so this would save me dozens of hours of editing and sifting through projects of trying to find the golden nuggets that I want to share on my social media. So now I'm going to download this, head on over my phone and upload it to Instagram. Simple as that. I hope you enjoy CueClip.